Hi everyone, this is Jackie from Smith Family Travel Bugs. I thought I'd do a video on keeping your valuables safe while you're on vacation. So we've been really lucky to go to places like Asia and Europe, and a lot of those places the crime rate is very low. Violent crime is very low, but like pickpocketing is quite high. And so you have to be careful when you're traveling. You want to make sure that you go back home with everything that you came with, that you're supposed to come back with your phone and your money and all those things. You don't want to, pickpocket to ruin your trip. So these are a few things that we do as a family to make sure that we stay safe and our valuables come back with us, and that our valuables aren't taken while we're enjoying the sights of a beautiful city. So one thing that Patrick and I do, we divide our money up before we go on a trip. So he'll have half the money, I'll have half the money. And what I do with my half, I divide it again. So I'll put half in my wallet, which stays in my purse, and then I'll put half in something like a fanny pack. So this is something that you would use if you're going jogging and you don't want to obviously have a purse with you when you're jogging. So you put this around your waist, and for me, when I travel, I put it under my clothes so that it's not, it's not obviously out for people to see. So this is where I put, my other half of my money. And Patrick sometimes does the same. He also has this money pouch that it's a long string, and it's just a tiny little pouch, and he'll put it under his clothes, and so he'll divide his money up with his wallet and then his pouch as well. We always travel with a backpack, but we don't put any valuables in the backpack, because I know that some thieves are really good and they can open up that backpack and take out whatever they want. So I'll keep things like a jacket or an umbrella or some snacks in our backpack, but I always keep my wallet and my phone in my purse. And this is the type of purse that I usually bring, so something with a long string that can go across my body. And actually Patrick and Malachi started using this satchel as well. It's very popular in Europe and also in Shanghai when we went. And I try to tell them not to keep their wallet in their back pocket, because a good pickpocket can certainly take your wallet from your back pocket. So we all travel with a satchel, which is much more secure than having your wallet in your back pocket. One of the things that we found really surprising when we were in Paris, and more in Paris, a little in Barcelona, is the amount of mothers and children that are on the streets begging. Of course, we have homeless people in North America, but we don't normally see a mother and kids out on the street. So, your heart breaks and you want to give money. And so we actually met somebody while we were in Paris, and she's actually a journalist, and she was saying to us, we commented on the mothers and children out begging, and she said to us that, a lot of times they're a part of a crime ring where they will be begging for money, and then you'll take out your purse, you'll give them money, and then there's somebody else who is watching your wallet where you've taken it from or what have you, and then a block away or whatever, they'll try to pickpocket you. And sometimes the kids do it as well. While you're giving them all money, the kids are looking for things to steal. It's very sad, but it's reality. And so if you do want to give money to people who you see on the streets that's asking for money, we suggest that you carry some money in a money purse or a change purse that maybe you have in your pocket. And so you're not reaching for your wallet or going into your bag for money. You have this change purse that you have set aside some extra cash to give out to people. So you're in a beautiful city and you want to see the sights, and you're in awe of the beautiful churches and the paintings and the sculptures, and people are watching you, and it's easy to become a target. So we've been to places like Versailles and the Louvre, where you're just in awe at the beauty and the grandeur of these places, and you may not be as guarded as you should be, but you'll find that if a security guard sees that you're not really watching your belongings, sometimes they'll tap you and say, ma'am, watch your belongings, there are pickpockets. So they would quickly remind you that, you know, get out of your daydream, and you know, you can appreciate and still love what you're seeing, but also be aware of your belongings and your valuables. Make sure that you leave with what you came with. Beware of distractions. So, you know, when you're in Europe, a lot of times you're traveling on subways and things, and people will stop you and try to sell you a flower or a souvenir, what have you, and they usually travel in groups, and you know, you could be talking to one person and then another person is trying to pick your pocket or trying to get something off of you. So really be, and they're, a lot of times they're so friendly, you kind of let your guard down. So really be aware of, you know, somebody talking to you, trying to sell you something, and what's around you. So, you know, we're good that there's 5 of us, and so if one person is being stopped, we really, like, we're honing in on, okay, what's this person doing, and is this a scam, and are they trying to, you know, pick, you know, Patrick's pocket or Kana's pocket. So we just try to be aware of our surroundings and be careful that someone's not trying to distract us in order to, you know, in order to pick our pockets. Those are the things that have worked for us. Let me know what has worked for you that wasn't on my list. I hope these tips were useful to you, and if you enjoyed this video, click on the like button, and I hope you subscribe.